Hi guys, Dave here. Dave's LFC chat. It's Monday night. All this crazy COVID-19 madness that's going on in the world. Let's have a little bit of light-hearted LFC Reds chat. Big game the weekend, of course, the derby, the Merseyside derby. Everton, Liverpool. Wow, Everton on top of the league, and Liverpool just behind them. Everton with 4 out of 4, Liverpool with 3 out of 4. But we're gonna do them on Saturday at Goodison Park, baby. Cannot wait. Okay, guys, get your comments in. Whatever you want. Let's get a bit of a show together. Bit of fun, bit of crack. That's what it's all about. Hope you're all safe. Original Gunner, how are you, my friend? You must be happy in this world of Arsenal fandom. You must be very happy at the moment. But it's just crazy. It is absolutely crazy world. It's a crazy, crazy world. Hi, Dave. Hope you're okay. Liverpool in third tier lockdown. Scary time, says Ant Dicko. And I'm telling you what, it's crazy. Top tier derby on Saturday. Everton, Liverpool, top tier. Liverpool, the whole area of Liverpool, just heard it there on Sky News, is in level 3. I mean, Dublin's been in, we have 5 levels here in Ireland. Dublin's been in level 3 for a long time. 5 is the top. So we're right in the middle. I've only been in the pub twice since March. Twice in the pub. And you have to eat stuff to go to the pub over here. You have to eat food to have a pint. And even that you can't do at the moment in Dublin. Crazy, crazy stuff. We've a lot of stuff to talk about. Obviously, the big derby, the weekend, Everton, Liverpool. We can give a starting 11. We can go through whatever you want, predictions. Liz Golden, how are you, Liz? Hopefully you're well. Eamon Kelly, how are you, bro? Just coming in, a bit of crack, bit of fun. Hit that like button. 7 people in, only 1 like. That can't be right. Hit that like button, baby. Do you like my new Nike top? But yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. It really is. We're living in crazy, crazy times. Liverpool, 3 wins out of 4. What happened with the 7-2? I mean, I just still in a bit of shock over it, to be honest with you. I couldn't believe it. I still think it's what 7-2. It could have been 10. Could have been 10-4 over and out. That is an excellent warm-up jacket. You like it, Liz? I'm going to give you a little, and even down the side it has a little bit of like an orangey type, and on the back it has LFC. Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. Give us a twirl. I'm not mad about twirls. I'm more into a Twix, to be honest with you. But get the comments in. A bit of fun. We'll stay on for maybe half an hour or so. I haven't been live for a long time. Where's the shout from the shite saying it's not safe now? We're in the 3rd tier lockdown. Is Butland on the card, says Eamon Kelly, the goalkeeper. A lot of talk about Butland and a lot of talk about bringing in a goalkeeper, because we know Alisson is out for probably even 6 weeks. I mean, it's crazy. I seen a tweet by James Pearce the other day saying that he doesn't think anybody's coming in. That's it. Can't see another keeper unless it's an absolute emergency. Someone else gets injured, but I can't see it either, really, to be honest. I really can't. I think we'll stay as is. Kelleher, young Caoimhe Kelleher is there, the Irish under 21. We've got Adrian, of course, who must be low on confidence. He has to be low on confidence after the past few performances. We just got to get behind him and listen. He's going to play. I mean, Adrian's going to play. Looks like against Everton, and I mean, he doesn't want to have a bad game against Everton because he'll never be left forget it, if you know what I mean. But Butland rumours have been around for years, not happening. Adrian is better than Butland. Butlands is more like Butlands than Butland. That used to be a theme park, didn't it? Butlands. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we shall see. I mean, anything's possible. Neil Trainer, how are you, Neilo? You all right, Neilo? All good? Hope yous are all well. As I say, we're coming on. Big announcement yesterday by the Premier League. I think it was a leak about the project. Huge project for Liverpool United were behind it. Hoping to change the whole structure of the Premier League, the whole football industry in England. I'm sure you've seen a lot of it. I did a video yesterday on it, check that out. But whether it happens or not, I don't know. But something needs to happen. I mean, the money doesn't trickle down as it used to the lower league teams. It just doesn't. But, you know, The project, yeah, project. I don't know. I don't know. I did a video yesterday on it, but I think something definitely will happen. Whether it's the big project that they think will happen. I know Liverpool United, the top 6, top 8, top 9 teams are behind it. They're saying there's too much power with the lower league teams and the lower level Premier League teams. The likes of West Ham aren't happy again, and I don't know. I think they're looking at European leagues and all this type of thing, which talked about 10 years ago. The Champions League is really a league. You call it Champions League. Although you don't have to be champions to be in it, as we know, but it's money. It's all about money. It's all about structure of football and trying to keep it going because there's a lot of money. Project Big Picture is big bollocks, says Liz. I seen your tweet yesterday, Liz, about it. Well, I mean, something's going to happen. It can't go in. It can't be sustainable to stay like this, especially in this COVID madness. I mean, who knows? Even next year there might be any fans in. Never mind this season. I mean, it's just crazy what's going on at the moment. But it just shows you how important fans are. How important fans are to the clubs. All the top clubs. Any club. Lower leg, Championship, League 1, League 2, Conference. Even here in Ireland, League of Ireland, America, anywhere. Baseball, basketball, no matter what the game, spectator sport, it's not the same without fans. It's just not. It's weird watching it on telly, I have to say. It's weird. Yeah, they're thinking of bringing it down to 18 Premier League teams. They're thinking of getting rid of the League Cup, scrapping the League Cup. To be honest, we haven't been interested in the League Cup in a long time. And they're also thinking of getting rid of the Charity Shield. FSG are a disgrace. They have dragged your name to the mud for the third time. The tickets in the covered crap, and now they need to go. Says Shane Buckley. Ah, come on, Shane. An FSG outer is Shane Buckley. You never walk alone. Liverpoolfc in Thailand. DTAC Jet 2. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you are well. Top 4 teams should have given a small portion to the bottom 4 and to balance out the discrepancy. But I mean, there is a parachute payment in the Premier League. If you get relegated, you get a lot of money, an awful lot of money. The bottom 3 teams get a lot of money called parachute payments. But the money's so much now. I mean, they were just looking at, I think it was Gareth Bale's wages at 600 grand a week. Something ridiculous like that. I mean, Sanchez at United, and he didn't even play with 600 grand a week. And I think it was Macclesfield, one of the teams went into administration owing something less than that. I mean, the whole club history gone for 1 week's wages of a top Premier League star. Now, they're not all on 600,000 a week. But I mean, the top maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 players. I mean, Salah, probably 200 plus. Van Dijk, Mane. Alisson's on big money. I mean, I'm not saying they don't deserve it. We're just after winning the Premier League, the first time in 30 years. Champions League last year, number 6. And this night deal here, surely will bring in money. And if they keep making nice stuff like this, they will make a lot of money. Project Big Picture will just ruin football. Football is a great sport, and they're going to ruin it, says Original Gunner. Charity Shield tradition should never be scrapped, says Eamon Kelly. Salary caps with penalties paid to teams. I think they have like a salary cap, but you can say if I'm wrong, Liz, in American football, baseball and basketball, is there a cap on their actual weekly wage, but they can make money through endorsements like Nike or Adidas or whatever, perfumes or whatever, But, I mean, some of the top Premier League players make more money on endorsements than they do with their wages. Dave, I'm telling you now, FSG are a bunch of clowns. We are trying to treat the Premier League like Thai. I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I read a thing about it yesterday. It broke in the Telegraph, actually. But whether it'll happen or not, I think you need 14 clubs to agree. 14 votes to agree anyway. So Liverpool will win the game in the Merseyside derby. What's your prediction? An early prediction from me for Liverpool, Everton Liverpool at Goodison on Saturday is 2-1 to the Reds. 2-1 away win. Okay. You always get one, don't you? Black King is in the house. You always get one. Probably an Everton fan or a United fan, but boring content. David Lassoff is here. 2-2, says Dave. 2-2 draw. Would you take a draw? What we've seen over the last few years. I know the 7-2. I mean, I'm hoping that was just a flash in the pan. That was just a one-off. But what I've seen the last 2 years. Sorry, says Dave. What I have seen in the last 2 years. I'm sorry, guys. 2-1 the Reds. Daniel Jones Ortega in the house. How are you, my friend? Jimmy Welsh, show is cancelled. Black King is a mank, says Liz Golden. Oh my God. We need to score. Their last goal was Mane in the mirror, says Aunt Dicko. Yeah, listen, we just need to beat them. 3 points, get back on track and peg them down a little bit, because being on top of the league, I know that it's up there looking down. They've got a bit of vertigo, you know, so we'll be okay. How's it, Dave? That's Hawaiian for how are you? How's it? Hawaiian? Hawaii 5-0. Do you remember that 70s program? Great program. You know I like the 80s, but 1-1 I'm thinking for this one, says Eamon Kelly. Would you take the draw? I have to go 2-1 with Liverpool. We've had such a good run against such a good run against Everton the last few years. They haven't beaten us in 10 years or something. So I'm going to stick with Liverpool to win. Liverpool, Manchester United are in the top 4 clubs in the world, and this is the way they want to treat others and supporters. A lot of people enamoured, a lot of fans up in arms about Project Big Picture, but the big picture is Saturday. We're going to get onto it. Liz is going 3-1 Liverpool. It's Everton Liverpool, Merseyside derby. Liverpool has just gone into level 3 or tier 3 lockdown as of Wednesday. Just heard Boris Johnson talking about it there on television. It won't happen, says Dave Lashoff. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of ifs and buts and maybes and, you know, and money and deals and talk. I think they've been talking about it for 3 years behind the scenes, and I can't see it happening either. Maybe bits will be taken out of it. Whether it all happens, I can't. Not as is, exactly, Dave. I just can't see it happening as is. I mean, the League Cup, you could say, I mean, it's been devalued in the last few years. You could say the FA Cup's been devalued as well, really. I mean, when I started following 80s and 90s with the football, the FA Cup was the cup, you know. The FA Cup was the cup. The Milk Cup was the League Cup. And I mean, you even look forward to the Charity Shield. Nowadays, it's Champions League, really, isn't it? It's all Champions League. And it's all top 4 and top 6 talk, really. It is sad in a way, all right, for the purists and the real football fans, as they say. But I think it's the way of the world. I just can't see it going any other way. Fabinho needs to start at centre-half alongside Virgil. Gomez is not good enough for Liverpool, says Shane Buckley. Okay, we're going to start 11, right? Because we know Thiago Alcantara and Mane in the mirror started back in training at Melwood today. That was good news. Alisson's out for at least 4 to 6 weeks, so it's going to be Adrian. What do you go with, guys? Adrian in goal to give young Keller a chance? Or the young Brazilian that they signed? What do you do? Do you play Fabinho? If Thiago's back in the team, I think he might play Fabinho, Gomez, Robo Trent, Adrian in goal. In the middle 3, Thiago, Gini, Hendo. Keita's out through COVID as well. And up front, Mo Salah, Diogo Jota, and Mane in the mirror, hopefully back. So that'd be a lovely team. That'd be good enough to beat Everton. But Mane and Thiago back, that would be nice. And as you say, Gomez is going through a bit of a rough time at the moment. So maybe if Thiago's in the middle, you could pull Fabinho back at centre half. I mean, he hasn't put a foot wrong being playing centre half. I remember him playing centre half. I think it was away to Bayern Munich in the Champions League, and wow, and there was a home in Anfield. It was 0-0, I think, wasn't it? He's been unbelievable. So I'd have no fear going to Goodison Park with Fabinho. Look at this spine. Okay, you've Adrian in goal. Okay, we'll have to just put up with it. Fabinho and VVD in the middle. Thiago, Hendo, nice up front. Mo Salah, Mane, and Jota. Would you start Adrian even if he had to? Even if he had to, says Daniel Jones Ortega. He's going to start, I think. I'd be surprised if he doesn't start unless someone comes in the next few days. But a lot of Butland talk, a lot of bringing in a third keeper, fourth keeper. I just can't see it. I think Adrian starts, yeah. I think Bobby starts. He loves a derby, says Liz. Bobby scored 2 goals for Brazil during the week. He hasn't been right, though, has he? He hasn't been right, Bobby. No, look, he needs a big goal. Maybe the weekend will help. A goal. I like Jota. I've liked what I've seen of Jota. I really have. I really have liked Hendo's back, says Lazo. Yeah, okay. Give me your midfield 3. I'm going to go, if Gomez isn't playing, I'm going to go Fabinho and Van Dijk. So Fabinho won't be there, he'll be a centre-half. In the midfield tray, I'm going to go Thiago, if he's fit enough, Hendo and Gini. That's a nice little, because Kate is missing as well. So, Hendo, club captain's back. He played for England midweek. Thiago, Gini. Dave Lazoff agrees with me. That's what he's going for. Great to have Hendo back and Thiago back as well. That would be nice. Hendo, Fabinho, Gini. Says Liz. Genie out of the bottle. Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends. Bobby Goal says D-Tac. Klopp won't throw Keller into the deep end. Adrian will start. Yeah, Adrian will start. Yeah, I can't see Keller, Kuiva Kelleher going in there. Just away to Everton, a big derby game. No. But it's going to be interesting. It really is going to be interesting. We got to get back on track. Get back with a victory and put those Everton Blues back in their rightful place. We need to get Adrian back on his horse, says Dave. Yeah, well, we just need to get 3 points. We just need to get 3 points, get back in and get 3 points. Thiago, Henderson and Fabinho, unless Fabinho goes in the centre-back and we play Gini in midfield. Everybody's agreeing with me here. Thiago, Hendo, Fabinho. A nice little lock there with Hendo, with VVD, of course, maybe Fabinho. And the front three now. Salah's a starter. Mane, back in training. Salah, Mane. Do you leave the three amigos and throw Firmino in? Or do you give Jota another start? Milner is goalkeeper, says Daniel. He can play anywhere. Bo is in. How are you, my friend? Mane is the missing link. Mane plays, we win, says Bo. You're not wrong. Mane has been unbelievable in the last 2 seasons, really. I mean, he has really carried the team sometimes, to be fair. Salah stepped up, to be fair to him now. Salah, Mane, Bobby, 3 amigos. Mane, Bobby, Mo, says Dave. Liz, the 3 amigos. Yeah, I mean, Jota's not bad to have on the bench either, is he? Last half hour when you need to go. Calvert-Lewin has been doing well for Everton. He's the danger man. He's been doing well, Everton, I have to say. Rodriguez looks like he's fitting in. But you've still got Pickford. You've still got Pickford in goal. So once Pickford's in goal, we all have a chance. Pickford isn't great, says Neil. No, he isn't. But team of COVID at Villa, just a blip. Exactly, Elbow. I mean, 7-2, that was ridiculous. It was a nightmare, to be honest. But hopefully, that's why I'm saying it's so important to get back on winning ways, back on track. Because we got a huge Champions League game straight after. I think we're away at Ajax a few days later. And that's another huge game. So the games are coming thick and fast. Bit of confidence. Thiago in there. Mane back. Beautiful. I thought about something. How about we move Firmino into the midfield? Firmino into the midfield and move Jota as a striker. You mean Firmino just behind the front three? Possible. He won't, away from home, he likes, away from home, Klopp, if you've seen his teams over the last 2 or 3 seasons especially, he likes that holding midfield three, especially away from home. He likes it nice and tight. He doesn't like it too inventive. He doesn't like people going forward too much because it exposes. Because our 2 fullbacks play as wingers, Trent and Robbo, you only really have VVD and Gomez or whoever at the back. So he likes keeping that midfield 3 lock. So I can't see him being too expansive in the mid 3. Same with Mane, says Daniel. If Adrian plays well, Liverpool win the game. If Adrian keeps a clean sheet and we score, we win the game. But yeah, of course, listen, your goalkeeper has to play well. See, it's the problem about, if you have a goalkeeper behind you, like Alisson in his pomp, a top goalkeeper, you just elude confidence going forward to your back 4 and your midfield. But if you've someone at the back in goal that's low on confidence, prone to the odd mistake, your back 4, your 2 centre halves get a bit disjointed, and that's where you have problems. So let's hope Adrian, if picked on Saturday, has a good game, because it's going to be a feisty fight. All derbies are feisty anyway. They're always cut and thrust, aren't they? But can't wait for it. Can't wait. My mate failed 3 is a Thiago Alcantara, Henderson, hopefully. Curtis Jones, he will be up for the Merseyside derby. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen much more of Curtis, to be honest, Shane. We haven't seen much of him. We'd better have a plan to shut them down. Their front 3 is killer, and their counter can hurt us more defence than usual. That's what I'm saying, away from home. We're away from home. We just got to be careful. Everton are a good side. They've got some really good players, and it's going to be interesting. They'll give us a game for once. They'll actually give us a game. they haven't been at the races in the last few years against us. I know we did 0-0 back end of last season when we'd already won the league. I know we drew 0-0 and we didn't win the league by then. We drew the 2 games, didn't we? But that was a terrible game. I think Genie isn't the best option against Everton, to be honest, as Daniel. I don't know. It's possible, but I know he likes that tight midfield. So if Naby Keita's missing, maybe Milli Vanilli, you never know. It's strange being worried about the Toffees, don't you think? I'm not worried about them, but I just think, listen, if Alisson was fit, Alisson was there. Bobby maybe was flying a bit more than he is, that type of thing. I just think we need a big game. And this doesn't get hugely big, maybe United, but it doesn't get bigger than Everton in the derby at Goodison. I mean, you won't need to raise your game for that. We know all about it. It'll be Thiago Alcantara's first derby, Jota's first derby. So they'll be. I see Alcantara, I think it was on Instagram, walking through Liverpool in the last few days. That was really good. I seen that, so that made sure he was back in action. Well, to put it more accurately, it's strange that they're not the laughable mess they once were. Hats off to Carlo Ancelotti, says David. Yeah, he's done a really good job there. It has to be said. He's done a really good job. But Johnny Gooch is in the house. The Gooch Meister. Hope you're well, my friend. Don't worry, guys. This is actually in a Panda glass, but it's only Coke. Coca-Cola. Coke is it. But yeah, so that's the thing. It's just a bit of chat, bit of fun. We're still here. All this COVID craziness that's going on. St. Patrick's Ghost. We better book up our ideas or we're in for a hiding, says St. Patrick's Ghost. Well, I mean, Everton are better than Villa, aren't they? And I mean, look what Villa did on that counter. Oh my God, the high line, we played too far. High line was terrible. And as we know, Adrian isn't a sweeper keeper like Alisson. So that was that point made. And I can't see Klopp changing it. It won't change the way. You know, have you retired the Shankly jacket? Yeah, I'll put it in auction. It's in auction in London next week for 2 million. But I like this one. That's a nice one. Nice, baby. But right, guys, that's the deal, says Gooch Meister. Okay. Everton, Liverpool. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. Is Joe Matip back for the derby? No, unfortunately. Billy Joel Matip is not back yet, so we'll have a few players missing. Obviously, Keita has COVID, so he's out for 2 weeks. Thiago's back, which is a huge plus. Hendo's back, which is a huge plus. Mane is back, which is a huge plus. Matip, I think, is close to training, though. I think Billy Joel Matip is close to training. Whether he makes Saturday might be a bit early for him, but we'll see. What do you think of Minamino's future looks like, says Daniel? I mean, it's so hard to get into that 11, isn't it? I like Minamino. I really do. I mean, he's you know, Japanese international, come from Salzburg. I mean, I really like him. He gives us something different. A bit like Shaqiri. Gives us something different on the ball. Whether he'll have anything to do with a derby game, a feisty, tough rumble-tumble game on Saturday, I don't know. But he's an option on the bench. Him and Shaqiri. Shaqiri obviously has COVID as well. I mean, I don't know if it was a positive or a false positive, or it's just madness having internationals. All the internationals being played in the middle of a pandemic, but sure, it's the way of the world. I suppose we got to move on. We can't let the virus destroy absolutely everything. It's destroying a lot of things, but we can't sit still and we have to go forward. But I like Minamino and I hope he makes it at Liverpool. He's got better. I mean, it's taken a while. He only came in January. A few weeks later, we're in lockdown. There's pandemics. I mean, all over the shop. So, hello, my friend. Hope you're well. The main thing is he's settling in now. And I do like him. I do like Minamino. And I hope he makes it at Liverpool because I really think he gives us something different. He gives us options. It's all about options, especially from the bench, isn't it? That's what it's about. So, I just want the win. I just want the football back. I just want Liverpool. But really, I want fans in the stadium to be shouting because it's not the same. I don't see Minamino picking it up. I do, Johnny. I do. He's picked it up recently in the last few games. You know, and I do see him picking it up. And will he play enough games in the Premier League? We're out of the League Cup now. We play the Champions League next week against Ajax. You might see more of him in the Champions League because he would have been used to the Champions League with Salzburg. So Red Bull, we shall see. It's an interesting one. Hendo played well for England last night. Good to see him back, says Eamon Kelly. Yeah, Hendo had a good game. It's good to see him not getting injured again with England, which was a plus for Liverpool. I miss the fans now, says Daniel. Absolutely. That shows you how important they are. Minamino, for me, looks a bit lost his elbow. No, I think he's okay. Listen, you know, the guy's an intelligent. I think he speaks about 15 languages, you know what I mean? He's an intelligent guy, nippy on the ball, really, really good on the ball. I think he'll come good. I really do. I hope he does. I think he will. He'll be a great option for us off the bench. He'll start a few games, but I mean, it's so hard to get into Liverpool's starting 11 at the moment, isn't it? It really is. I mean, you know, okay, Jota with Bobby being off, maybe throw Jota in there with Salamane in the middle three. We've got maybe 7 or 8 players in there. I mean, Chamberlain's still out. He'd be like a new player coming back hopefully next 2 or 3 weeks. Another player will give us a dimension, a different dimension going forward. This season, anything can happen season. This is an anything can happen season, David, you're right. Alcantara will be adapting to the team, or with the English way. I think he's already adapted. When he came on against Chelsea, the game turned. I know it was against 10 men. But I mean, wow, some of his touches, his control, his passing ability. I think he was the most passes completed for 45 minutes since the Premier League started. He's class, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it's just unfortunate the COVID-19 thing caught up with him and he's missed the last 2 weeks. But looks like he'll be back for the weekend, and that has to be a big plus for Liverpool, especially with Ajax the following week in the Champions League. A tough away game, probably our toughest away game in the Champions League the following week, Wednesday, I think. When will you think Liverpool will play in front of a full stadium at Anfield? I don't know. I cannot say, but yeah, it is the 12th man factor. Dave Lazoff, it absolutely is the 12th man. The 12th man, that's what we call Anfield. I mean, I'd all plans to go over May. To the big celebrations, the parade. I mean, you haven't really been able to celebrate the bloody league title for the first one in 30 years. We'd had all these plans going over 2 or 3 nights, meeting people in Hotel Tia, in bars, and Jack Mack, LFCs, Connor from the Cop Council, Doug from the Dugout Channel, Sean, Liverpool Football Talk, loads, Redmen TV, Anfield Rap, the whole lot of them. And it all didn't bloody happen. And that has pissed me off, so we got to win it again this year. And hopefully next year we can have some big bloody celebration, because you got to celebrate winning the league. Now, don't get me wrong. Had a few glasses of champagne and a few beers, but it wasn't the same. Just wasn't. But it is a crazy season already. The likes of City being beaten 5-2. What? By Leicester. United 6-1 by Spurs. Well, that's not unusual. And then us 7-2 by Villa means it's unheard of. So it's been crazy already. I think we will beat Everton, but I am not confident with Adrian in goal. I hope Cueva Keller starts in goal. But Everton have Pickford also. Yeah, exactly. So it evens itself out with the goalkeeping situation, doesn't it? When they have Pickford. But it's just interesting. It's a derby. They're always interesting. And I mean, Everton, the only thing is, Everton will play football now. They might fall into Liverpool's hands. They'll play more football than they'd be used to playing. You know, they'll be more football orientated and more attacking, which might leave more gaps at the back, especially at Goodison. It might suit us, might fall into our trap, and we might play in the counter. It might suit us, so that's what I'm hoping for, and we might catch them once or twice. You know, it all depends on what team the Kloppmeister picks. We need some sort of result the weekend. It'd be nice if we knock them down from their perch, says St. Patrick's Ghost. Yeah, they're top of the league. Listen, 4 games gone, guys. 4 games, 9 points. They've 12. Sometimes you need to kick up the arse, and I think we got that. I mean, if you get beaten 7-2 away from home by Aston Villa, you know, that's a kick up the arse. That is a kick up the arse, and we should be okay. You know, we should be okay. Carlo has proved to be one of the few coaches who could actually call the nemesis to Klopp. He's a great record against Klopp. Yes, through his Napoli days and stuff like that. That's absolutely correct. Against Liverpool, to be fair. He was Milan coach as well, wasn't he? AC Milan, 2007 he beat us. in the Champions League. That's a kick in the nuts, says Zipper. Yeah, it was. We have to react after that then. We got knocked out of We got knocked out of the League Cup. Okay, didn't really care on penalties. Probably should have won that game. Jota had 2 or 3 great chances in that game. Didn't win it. Got beaten in penalties. Penalties, anything can happen in penalties. But the league is what I want. The bread and butter. I want to win the league again. I want to win it this year. Go level with United on 20 league titles. That's what I want. Champions League would be nice too, but the league. Gotta go for the league again. Gotta go for the league again. Absolutely. But it just, we can talk about anything, guys. I mean, football, Saturday, it's a bit away. There's been internationals all week. Oh my God, some of the games have been absolutely crap. So crap. I mean, Ireland's as well watching. Whew, terrible. But just don't have the players anymore. It's crazy. Klopp gave them a bollocking for sure. We will be fine, says Eamon Kelly. Yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. I think most players only come back. I think it's Thursday they come back, so they've only got 2 days at Melwood. But at least there's no travelling involved. You don't have to go down to South England. It's Everton, so it's just across Manfield, so across Stanley Park. So there's not much travelling. So they'll basically be at Melwood for the 2 days, possibly even Saturday morning. But dinner now or dinner later, says Daniel. Yeah, whatever you want, buddy. You can eat your dinner watching this. I'm not going to stay on too long. Maybe another 10, 15 minutes. Just coming on, say hello. Bit of chat for the Reds. This means more. Huge game the weekend. I might go live Friday night. Do a little Friday night 80s Friday. Another chat about the game because we might have more information on the team then. But that's the trick. As you've seen, I'm trying to get people on. I like the one-on-one interviews. I had James Pearce on recently. He's a lovely lad. He said he'd come on again. I've had Thomas Gronemark, the Liverpoolfc throwing coach, he's actually the Ajax throwing coach, the Mjøtland, the Danish champions, and Liverpool. And we're all in the Champions League group together. That's a coincidence, isn't it? But I do like it. Mark Forrest in the air. How are you, Marco? Hopefully you are well. If we lose, does that mean more too? This means more leagues, baby. Predictions, as I said earlier in the stream, I'm going 2-1 Liverpool. I just can't see past the Liverpool win. It won't be easy, it'll be tough, as I'm saying. 2-1 is a tight game. But we got to get back on track against Everton. Got to get back on track. And a win there would, A, knock them down on the perch, and B, confidence for us going forward. And we don't need to rise to a derby. We'll be ready for it. And I'm sure they'll be ready for it too. But it's going to be interesting where we go from here. But I think it's all about what Klopp does. Does he play Gomez or does he pull Fabinho back and play Thiago? Or does he play Thiago and Fabinho and Hendo in the middle? And Gomez maybe at centre half of VVD? Does he play Jota or does he play Bobby? I mean, there's loads. Does he play Kelleher or does he play Adrian? Stephen Somerville, hi, first time on the channel. Keep up the great content. And I'm from the north of Ireland. Steve, how are you? Hope you're well, my friend. Stay safe. Crazy COVID times. I know you're having a tough up there in the north at the moment. Crazy, crazy times. Mad crazy times, guys. It is crazy. I mean, Liverpool is in lockdown now, as of tomorrow, I think. But us down here in Dublin have been in lockdown basically since March. I mean, the pubs haven't been open in Dublin, normal wet pubs, as you can go in just for a pint, since March. You could go into a pub, but you had to eat something. You had to have a carvery or something worth €9, whatever, to eat with a pint. And you were only allowed to stay for an hour and 45 minutes. I mean, it's just... And even now you can't do that. You can't even do that now. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And we do like a pint over here. Good interviews, Dave. Enjoyed them, says Eamon. Yeah, I like the interviews. I'm trying to get a few more people on. I do like a good interview and a bit of chat because it's a one-on-one. It's a bit of banter. And especially if they're football fans. They don't even have to be Liverpool fans. I had Jay Duffy on 2 weeks ago, who's the son of Keith Duffy from Boyzone. And he was in Hollyoaks and Derry Girls. He's 24, he's an Irish actor. But he's a big Man United fan. But I don't mind, even United fan, like Goldbridge, anybody on Liverpool United, huge rivalry, so you can always have some sort of banter or some sort of fun on chatting. Once you mention United Liverpool, I mean, you could talk all night about it. We don't play it until January, but I must put my baby to bed. He's doing my head in, says Shane Buckley. Put the baba to bed. Take care, my friend. I won't be staying on much longer. Cheers for dropping in. There's no Coke left. Look, the Coke is dried up, baby. But yeah, listen, it's just crazy, crazy times we're living in. It really, really is. Madness times. I look back on the videos I did pre-lockdown, back even January, February. We're all happy talking about Liverpool won the league, the big celebrations, and all of a sudden we won the league, but no bloody celebration. Having Hendo back gives me extra confidence. Says St. Patrick's Ghost, we are much better with him in the team. Yeah, look, we've missed him badly, haven't we, Hendo? Goldbridge, that guy hates Ole. Yes, hoping to do a video with Goldbridge soon. He follows me on Twitter, and I've had a few chats with him. Goldbridge seems like a nice lad, but I hope we do something soon with him. That'd be good banter, actually. Hopefully soon with Goldbridge. Let's focus now this Saturday, and let's hope we don't do the same things we did against Villa. Thiago and Hendo back is a huge boost, of course. Absolutely huge. Ole in forever. Ole's at the wheel. Ole's at the wheel. Yeah, Mark, yeah. The amount of people follow. James Pierce follows me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on Instagram as well, by the way, guys. A few people follow, yeah. So, listen, it's a bit of fun, a bit of crack. I talk to the Pope, to be honest with you. I talk to anybody. It wouldn't bother me who they were. Just a bit of fun, bit of banter. That's what it's all about. It's a hobby for me. I don't make money from it. It's a hobby. I mean, what have I, 1,200 subscribers at the moment. I'm doing it, 2 years? 2 years, exactly. Actually, just gone 2 years. So, for me, it's a hobby. I love Liverpool. Love the content. Love chatting, as you know. Know a bit about Liverpool, and that's what it's all about for me. So, hopefully get a few more people on to do a few chats and stuff. Maybe get Pierce on again. James Pierce, hopefully in the next week or two. Redmen, some of the Redmen boys. Maybe Chris Pajak, John Gibbons, or Gareth Roberts. These type of guys. But great guys, I mean. They've helped me out, really. I mean, for such a small channel. I remember I had 200 or 300 subs, and at the end of the day, I emailed Chris Pajak of Redmen just over 18 months ago for an interview. No, I wasn't expecting that, and back at the time, I was just, you probably forget about a huge channel like Redmen. Within a week, yeah, no problem, I'll get back to you. Interview straight away, chat, 20-minute chat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. So, those type of things. Anfield Rap as well. I mean, it's just, 500,000 subscribers or whatever people have, and you'd think they wouldn't care about the little 1,000+ channels type of thing. But they obviously do. I don't know. Maybe it's just my beautiful Irish charm. I don't know. Small is good, says Dave. Get Farrelly on an impersonator. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. He does a very good, a really, really good character. That's what it's about, Dave. It's a bit of fun. Fair play. It is a bit of fun. Stephen Sunville, have you been in touch with Craig from Anfield Agenda? I used to do videos with Anfield Agenda. If you remember, the Champions League final, 2019, Liverpool Spurs, I was in Craig's house with Connor watching the game live for 3-4 hours. We did a charity thing. That was last year. But yeah, haven't talked to Craig in over a year. Whoops, wrong guy, says Johnny Gooch. Johnny Gooch, are you Stephen Somerville? Just do my own thing. I'm Liverpool, we're all Liverpool fans, I don't hold anything against anybody. It's all Liverpool. I just do my own thing, do me little interviews, do me little comments. Very sober then, Dave. Very sober. I wasn't sober that night, yeah. Drank a bottle of champagne, baby. Number 6, came home. Johnny de France. Nah, I'm the one person, says Stephen Somerville. But yeah, they're doing very well, Anfield Agenda. I think they've 50,000 subs at the moment. Really, doing really well. I don't get the time to go live every night. I do the odd vlog, maybe 2 or 3 vlogs a week, 2-3 minute vlogs, or the odd 20-25 minute interview. And go live maybe once every week or every 2 weeks. But it's just a hobby for me, guys, That's all it is. If I can get more interviews, I do one a week. I did a Voice of Anfield interview as well, with George Sefton, the Voice of Anfield, the stadium announcer, 50-year stadium announcer at Anfield next year. 50 years. He had great stories. Check that one out. Did that about a month ago with George, and he's a new book coming out as well. I think it's actually, I seen it today on Twitter. He had a book. I don't know whether it's out next year or maybe Christmas, but George Sefton. Oh, the guys he's met over 50 years. Wow. But yeah, it's great. It's just, you know what's great? it's great doing interviews with people that have a big reach as well. Because then I did one with Dominic Rich. I don't know whether you know Dominic Rich. He's actually a Man City fan in New York. And he's really, really good. Really, really good. And he's a big reach. And I did a video with him. You're Irish. You're everything. What? You're Irish? Yeah, us Irish are out of everything now. You're right there. We're absolutely brutal. The football team, the international Irish team is terrible. We're missing the striker badly. For a small channel, you get great interviews, says Dave. Yeah, well, yeah. I suppose it is hard to get these guys, the likes of James Pearce. I mean, sure, everybody wants to see James Pearce. Thomas Gronemark, Liverpool throwing coach. Yeah, I think he was. When I was talking to him, he had an interview the next day with, I think it was ESPN or some American sports channel. I just ask. It's as simple as asking. Would you do 20 minutes, 25 minutes for me channel, Dave's LFC Chats? Maybe they ask other people about me, Redmen or Anfield Rep, just to get a reference. But, yeah, it's been good so far. I would like a Liverpool, an ex-player like a John Aldridge or a McAteer or a John Barnes, one of my favourites of all time, of course. John Barnes, what a player he was. But someone like that would be nice. It'd be different as well. Ronnie Whelan, maybe, an old Dublin man like Ronnie Whelan, captain of Liverpool in the 80s. We shall see. You never know. Love to see you do live commentary when the match would be great. I should hear me when it's live. Oh yeah, I'd love that. What's this? Bruce Grobbler, I met him in Hotel Tia. Punk Duck, what's up? Loving the LFC videos. Punk Duck, love the name, baby. Love it. How did Irishman progress from Michael Collins to Keith Duffy in less than a century? I'll be telling Keith Duffy that. He won't be happy. He won't be happy. But yeah, no, it's crazy. It's the Xbox name, Punk Duck. I love it. Oh yeah, I love the Xbox name. I'm not into Xbox. Do you know what I bought, guys? Look at this. This is a DJI Osmo 4 or OS 4. It's actually for vlogging. Your phone sticks on here. It's actually magnetic. It's actually magnetic and it follows you around when you're doing videos and zooms in and zooms out. And it's really, really good. I bought it only last week and I still have to work out how it works, but it really is good. Is that a cricket bat? That's some cricket bat. It looks like a satellite. But yeah, the Osmo OS 4. Check that out, baby. I'll be doing a few videos with that. But yeah, it's Steve Highway. What a player he was. A very underrated player he was. Played for Ireland, played for Liverpool. Winger, what a winger. Looks like one of those golf putters. Johnny Gooch, you just don't know what he's going to say to you. Just don't know. But Mark Forrest, yeah. It's just great to be on, guys. As I say, I started this 2 years ago on actually Liverpool Football Talk, the Canadian Sean. Liverpool Football Talk. I did a few vlogs for him. It was August 2018. Sent him a few videos on WhatsApp. He liked them. He uploaded them. And around now, October 2018, I just set up my own channel, Dave's LFC Chats, and says I can do this. Bit of fun, bit of crack. Start posting a few funny videos, crazy videos actually at the time. And, you know, the rest is history. Joe Gibbons, Daryl Clark, Barmy Army. Paul Walsh was a Panini sticker legend. Remember the Panini stickers? Do you know what sticker album I remember? This is giving away my age. My first sticker album was Mexico 86. World Cup Mexico 86. I was 13 years of age. I always remember sticking the stickers into it. Maybe even Spain 82, I think it was. Spain 82. But definitely Mexico 86. Oh my God, wow. Up the Walsall FC. Walsall FC, yeah. Good side. A good English football traditional club, Walsall. Absolutely. You won't be happy, or maybe you will be happy with the big picture or the project big picture. I think I need to get some more Coke, guys. What do you think? Yeah. My real name is Ryan. Do you follow me on Instagram, Ryan? Ryan, is it Ryan or Ryan? Buccanario's World Cup Mexico. What a World Cup that was. That Maradona. I do for sure, says Punk Duck. Did Steve Staunton give you Irish pride? No. No, he didn't. Irish pride is the name of a loaf of bread, by the way. I have 10 minutes. Okay?
What?
10 minutes.
What do you mean 10?
I'm only going on for 10 minutes. Here, I'm doing a little ad for Coke. I'll do an ad for Coke because you don't believe me, look. Coca-Cola, is it? Product placement. Product placement, baby. Product placement. And we're live. But we get a bit of fun in for the last few minutes, guys. Last 15 minutes. You know what we'll do? We get a bit of fun in. Let's go, baby. Let's talk about cartoons and films. Favorite cartoon, favorite films. Punk Duck, yes, thanks very much for following. I'm on Instagram, I'm even on TikTok. It is funny on TikTok. Dave's LFC chats. At Dave's 1970s, at Dave's D Legend, I think it is. I forget what it is on TikTok. But Instagram, check Instagram out. It is funny. It is funny, actually. But Instagram, yeah, it's just fun. That's all it is. Redman TV, follow me there. James Pierce follows me on Instagram, believe it or not. 50 Shades of Grey for me, says Johnny Gooch. 50 Shades of Grey. I haven't even seen it. TikTok, baby. That's the only TikTok I know. Yeah. There's so many things out there. See, I don't do Facebook. Don't like Facebook. Never will do Facebook. Only started doing Instagram recently, a few months ago. And I only started doing TikTok because my little girl does it all the time. The last few weeks. But it's an extra little tool, I suppose. How many times have you been to Anfield? Only a handful of times to Anfield. Last time I was in Anfield, believe it or not, was exactly a year ago. October the 4th, 5th. And I was with Redmen TV the following few days. We did a show in Redmen TV. It was the Liverpool-Leicester City game. The Milner last-minute penalty. What a game to be at. First time I heard about plug 50 Shades. Can't stand the Premier League. Support your locals, says Joe Gibbons. Sorry, Joe Gibbons. I was in John Gibbons from Anfield Rap. Yeah, I remember, says Mark. Right, guys. What is your favourite cartoon as a kid? You're going to give away your age. For the last few minutes, we'll talk about, last 10 minutes, cartoons and films, right? Or even songs. But favourite cartoon. My favourite cartoon would have been the 80s cartoons. Ulysses 31. Wow. Ulysses, my son. What a cartoon. Absolutely brilliant. Transformers, says Neil. Speedy Gonzales, says Elbow. Mask. Crusaders walking overtime, fighting crime. Brilliant. Tom and Jerry, says Punk Duck. Tom and Jerry's even way back, isn't it? You're giving your age away there. It's going back to the 60s. Tom and Jerry's, yeah. But Mask, I do remember Mask. That was unbelievable. They don't make cartoons like they did. They just don't do it. Don't do it. Roadrunner, says Dave. Beep beep. Roadrunner. Okay. I'm a naughty's kid, says Punk Duck. Okay, fair enough. But okay, films. Favourite films. It's very hard to pick a favourite film. It really is hard to pick. I mean, you might probably have 10. Shawshank Redemption would probably be in there. Gladiator was good. Saving Private Ryan. Would you have war movies like... I mean, it's so hard. Predator, isn't it? Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man? The original one, the old one? Batman movies. I'm not into the superhero movies. I used to be big into the superhero comics, the Marvel comics, back in the 80s when Daredevil and Spider-Man is Amazing Friends, this type of stuff. But I think they're ruining them. I think they're ruining the whole genre of superheroes because there's too many. You're saturating the market and it's just too much. Green Mile was good. Green Mile was brilliant. Stephen King, of course. Absolutely brilliant. The Exorcist. I mean, you had some really creepy. Catch the Pigeon. Yeah, Catch the Pigeon. That was a brilliant cartoon. That was Penelope Pitstop, wasn't it? Spider-Man. Sam Borghini. And live. It's some great stuff. Okay, guys, here's a good question for you. Coca-Cola or Pepsi? Coca-Cola, is it? Coke for me. It's a bit like for me, milk, normal milk or low-fat milk, normal milk. Margarine or low-fat butter or proper butter, butter, baby. Coke all the way. Do you think we're going to sign Butland? Shane, I can't see anybody coming in. I just can't. Can't see it. Just cannot see it. I can't see anybody coming in. No, I think we'll have to stick with Adrian until Alison comes back. What was the first movie you seen at the cinema? Do you know what? Jesus, going back so far. I think it was in Savoy in Dublin. Or it could have been the Apollo, I think, at the time. I think it was Superman. The first Superman. What year was that? 79 or something? Giving away my age now. Superman. Brilliant. I think it was, or it could have been Star Wars. I forget. The original Star Wars. Wow. James Pearce's Butland deal is dead. There you go. Good old James. Never wrong. Let the fans in, says Joe. I know, Joe Gibbons, you're absolutely right. I mean, even you're what Walsall fan. I mean, the lower level, the lower league teams, Championship, League 1, League 2. That was their bread and butter. I mean, that's what it was all about. Fans. And you look how important. They don't give a shit about fans, to be honest, do they? They don't give a shit. Even the top teams, they don't give a shit. The players might give a bit of a shit about it. You know, the noise on the sideline and coming in, signing autographs. But seems like they don't give a shit about them, to be honest. It just shows you how important they are, I think, for atmosphere and stuff. I really do. I think it's huge. When it's going to come back to normality, I don't know. It won't be this season. To normality, you might get 10, 20%, 30% in. But normality, I think we're way off. Dragon Slayer, 1981 for me. Casablanca. Johnny Gooch, stop. Coke and vanilla. Rum and Pepsi. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Diet Coke. All disgusting drinks. I prefer orange rock shandy. There, it is nice. Rock shandy's nice, Shane. I won't go wrong there. Do you support a League of Ireland team? Do you know what? My father-in-law played for Ireland in the 60s, international, and he played for the famous Rovers team in the 60s, won 3 FAI Cups with the Rovers team, and won the first FAI Cup with Bowes, and Bowes are just down the road from me, not too far away. So he was the president of Bowes in the 90s, so I'd say Bohemians, to be honest. I'd be quite involved with Bohemians. You support Bowes as well. Yeah, there you go, punk duck. Yeah, Bowes, Dalymount Park, yep. If you know the Jody stand, the stand called the Jody stand, that was my father-in-law's company, Jody. That was I used to work for them as well. But it's gone now. It's been sold. The company's sold, so we don't do there. But the actual stand in the stadium was the father-in-law's stadium. I used to have a season ticket before lockdown. Yeah, I mean, the League of Ireland is a different kettle of fish. I mean, they play some lovely football, it has to be said. But I think Dalymount is getting done up, I think, in the next few seasons. Nobody knows now with COVID what's going to happen. But the League of Ireland has definitely come on. So, that's that. But, yeah, no, it's crazy. Crazy. Any more comments coming in before we... Do you know what? We give it the hour, will we? Give it the hour. What's that? 6 minutes? 6, 7 minutes? I hope they don't run out of money. Well, we got a nice... we actually... Bowes got 1.7 or 1.6 million from the Doherty deal. When Doherty went from Wolves to Spurs recently, Bowes had a 10% sell-on clause. I think he went to 15 or 16 million, so they got 10%. So they got 1.5 million out of that deal, which wasn't bad for a sort of semi-pro team, was it? Sell-on clauses are always good. Good night, Dave. Thanks, St. Patrick's Ghost. Cheers for dropping in, my friend. Thank you very much. I'll try to do a live show again, maybe Friday, before the big one on Saturday. Great to see Dundalk in Europa. A bit of fun for them. My father-in-law won the league with Dundalk as well. He won a league with Dundalk, cup with the first cup with Bowes in, I think it was 1972, and 3 for Rovers. 3 cups with Rovers. Good night, Dave. Thanks. David Lazoff, stay safe. I shall talk to you all soon, guys. Look, you're all knocking off. Hit that like button. This is my first live, but it seems to like a good laugh. It's a bit of crack. It gets more funny than this usually. I'm a bit more serious tonight, but sometimes it's music and 80s and 90s type chat, and there's actually music in the background. But YouTube don't like you playing music, but sometimes they do it anyway. Especially intros like Michael Knight, Knight Rider, The A-Team, Airwolf. Beautiful. Check out my Instagram as well. I'm on Instagram, Dave's LFC Chats. On Instagram, it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of crack there, Instagram. Because the pictures are usually a bit different. I'll be walking down the road with my dog or something, you know. Wouldn't be all Liverpool. Punk Duck, thank you very much. Johnny Gooch, this means more. It's great just to be back on, guys. Back on for the hour. Monday night. I'm going to relax now on a nice glass of Coke again. I'm going to be high as a kite with this bloody Coke. But just looking forward to Saturday. Get back into the swing. Get the points. Points mean prizes. 2-1 to Liverpool. That's my early prediction. I'll join the next one. Thank you for hit your notification buttons because you won't even know I'm live. It's crazy. Although if you follow me on Twitter, I usually say 10-15 minutes before I go live, I'm going live. So Twitter as well. And Swan Dives. Will Liverpool win the league this season? Probably. Swan dives into the toilet. What is Gooch talking about? You just don't know what he's going to say. Is Mane in training? Mane in the mirror. Thiago Alcantara were back in training today, so I heard. So should be good. Good to see Thiago and Mane back. Hendo back. Matip is a little bit off, I think, still. You never know. But we shall see. Just good to come on. Bit of chat, bit of fun. Mercedes, I'm going having a couple of cans. Cheerio. Shane, fair play. You put that baby to bed, baby. Put that baby to bed, baby. Will Mane be ready for Saturday? Yes. Mane in the mirror and Thiago should be okay for Saturday. You can rest on that one. And that is good news for Liverpool. Bad news for Pickford. But I'm just trying to hit the hour mark here. 3 minutes. Wide open this season, Dave. No fans can make a difference. Yeah, absolutely. The Cop Council is in. Connor from the Cop Council. Evening, Dave. Good, Connor. I'm going to stay on for another few minutes. Check out Connor's channel, the Cop Council. Another great channel. Yusuf Morsi, how are you, my friend? We were just talking about Everton Liverpool the weekend. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Reds. That was my prediction. 2-1 for the Reds. An early prediction before we know what's really going on. With Thiago back, Mane back, Hendo back. The Reds are back, baby. The Reds are back. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, baby. But it's been good to come on. As I say, it's just been good to say hello. Still here. Still tipping away at the Reds. And that's what it's all about. And staying safe in this crazy, crazy, crazy time. Mad times. Absolutely mad times. I probably should do more live shows because of the fact a lot of people can't even go out anymore. That's how crazy it is. Lockdown city all over the world. Lockdown city. And the football and this type of thing in chat just gets us through it a little bit easier and eases the pathway going forward. So hit the like button. Put your notifications on. This means more. Are there any big injuries for Everton? I still think there's more internationals tomorrow on Wednesday night, so no, we've more players coming back. As I said, the likes of Mane, Thiago are back from their COVID exposure. They're back in training today. I think Matip is a little bit off. I'm not sure. Matip's just a little bit off. And Hendo's back, which is huge. How many points will win the league? I still think it's a 90-plus season to win it. I think 91, 92 points could win it because it's going to be a different league. It's going to be different this season. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll be 100-plus points this season. It's just crazy. No fans. It's just different. As you've seen the 7-2. You've seen City being beaten 5-2. You've seen United being beaten 6-1. Crazy results flying around all over the place. No fans in the ground. It's just different. It's different. I think 90, 91, 92 could win it. I really do. That'd be 30 wins. Is 90 points. But something like that. Because I can see teams losing games. But harder league this year. Exactly, Mark. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a harder league. There's no doubt about it. But as I said, guys, good to come on. Gonna go. Bit of fun. This means more like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe. Check out Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Dave's LFC Chats on Instagram and Twitter if you can. Johnny Cooch with the usual funny comment right at the end. He's great for the comments, Johnny, and he's absolutely brilliant. You'll never walk alone. Eamon Kelly, Yusuf Morsi, the Gooch Meister, the Cop Council, Shane Buckley, Mark Forrest, Elbow. Fair play for coming in tonight, boys and girls. It's been absolutely brilliant. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. Up the Reds. Cheers, guys.